Welcome to Reservety tutorials. In this episode we will show you how to take tips and donations on your rental checkout page. This process is very simple. First, log into your rental dashboard, then click on bookings, then click on donations. On the donations page you will see different settings. Now let's focus on general settings. The first thing on the list is selection for donation product. This section is important because whether it's a donation or a tip, it has to be added to the order details with a certain name. Otherwise, customers will not know why they paid additional charge when the invoice or payment details page does not indicate what the amount is charged for. So we need to enter a donation or a tip as a product. To do that, go back, click on Products, click on All Items, then click on Add New Product. First, name your product. If you are trying to enter tip box, write tip. If you are trying to accept donations, write there donation. In this case, we will write tip. Don't enter any description or pricing. Only thing we need is the product name. Then set the product visibility. Click on edit. We want this product to be hidden. Go ahead and select hidden. Then click OK. Then click on publish. Once the product is published, go back to the donation settings. Go back, click on Bookings, Donation. On the Donation Settings page, go ahead and click on the drop-down menu and select the newly published product, which is Tip. Select it. Now let's go to the second section. It says Add on Cart page. If you want to ask for a tip or donation on the cart page, you need to enable this button here. Otherwise, move to the next section. If you want to accept donations or tips on the checkout page, simply enable Add-on Checkout page. Click on it. We will select this option and we don't want to add donation or a tip button on the cart page, so we will leave it as disabled. The next section, which is Add-on Note, allows you to display message with a donation or a tip box. In this case, we won't add any message to our donation or a tip box, so we will leave it as disabled. And you can select the button colors. Click on the field next to a button color and pick your preferred color. Now let's move to the next section. It says button text. If you want to take a donation, you will leave it as a donate. If you want to take a tip, just change this text. We will say leave a tip. And you can change the button text color too. You can click on it and select your color. We will leave as it is. Keep in mind, every time you make changes to the settings, click on Save Changes. Otherwise, the settings will be lost when you click on the next tab. So go ahead and click on Save Changes. Now let's click on the Label tab to change the label. Since we want to take a tip, we will change donation form title with the tip. Go to the amount placeholder text. This field is just optional. You can leave there 0 or you can leave there 5, 10. It just gives a reference to the customers how much they can donate. Since the donation is customizable, you just leave the 0 and the customers will leave there their own amount. And lastly, there is a note placeholder text. You can write there anything you want. Since we are trying to accept a tip, we said support our hard work. But you can write there anything you want. Once you're done, go ahead and click on Save Changes. Now let's go to our rental website to see whether the system enabled the tip box. Go ahead and click on View Website. Once you're on your rental website, click on the cart icon. Go to the checkout. As you can see, our tip box appears on the checkout page, and you can move this box anywhere on the page. Now let's focus on the order details. As you can see, order total is $1,310.75. Let's add $100 tip to this order. Type 100. Click on Leave Tip. As you can see, order received $100 tip. Now the total become $1,417.75, and you will just select the payment method and place an order. So far we learned how to accept optional tips and donations. Now let's learn how to accept percentage-based mandatory tips. To do that, go ahead and click on Bookings, click on Checkout Fields, and select one of the option fields. You can either select Checkbox, Selection Box, or Radio button. In this case, we will pick Select, click on it, then scroll down, enter the label. Label is what the customers see, and the name is for the administration purposes. So let's go ahead and click on Label and write Tip. The name will be automatically filled out. Then click on Add Field. Now click on the tip. To make it required, click on the checkbox next to required field. Then enter the values. We will say 5%. Label will be 5%. Let's say you want to give an option to customers to select 5% tip, 10% tip, and 15% tip. In this case, we entered 5% already. Now enter the 10% tip, click on Add New, write 10%, label will be 10% as well. Then click again, write 15%, 15%. Now let's assign pricing for each of these tip options. Go ahead and click on Pricing tab. Click on Enable Pricing. Now let's set pricing for a 5%. Click on the selection box and select percentage total. We will write 5%. Then set the pricing option for 10%. Click on the selection box, select percentage total and write 10%. And finally set the pricing option for 15%. Go ahead and click on the selection box, then click on percentage total and write 15%. Once you set the pricings, go ahead and click on Save Changes. To test our mandatory tips, go ahead and go to your rental website. Click on the cart icon, click on Checkout, scroll down. As you can see, our required tip is displayed here. And click on the selection box under the tip, and customers will select one of these three options. If they select 5%, they will click on 5%. As you can see, 5% tip is automatically added to the products. Now let's go ahead and select the 10% tip. Click on 10%. As you can see, system automatically charged 10% fee, which is $131.08. Now let's try the 15% tip. Click on the 15% and system will automatically charge 15% fee. We set up the tip in mandatory form, but customers can select the tip amount by clicking on the selection box and selecting either one of these three percentage-based tips. If you want to make this tip optional, go back to the checkout settings page. Go ahead and click on tip and remove the check mark from the required field. Then go ahead and click on Save Changes. Now go back to the website again, click on Checkout. As you can see, now tip is optional and customers can decide whether to pay tip or not. This is the end of our tutorial on how to add a tip for your rental website, and we will see you in the next tutorials.